AITA for asking my sister to stop fostering dogs so she could help me with my kids. I am not op. Original post by you, throw away. Number 374,828 in R. Am I the asshole? Trigger warnings. Tragic plane accident and death. Mood spoilers. Happy that the sis isn't caving. Frustrating that op seemed to be improving before going back to being demanding. AITA for asking my sister to stop fostering dogs so she could help me with my kids? April 8th, 2022. Okay, just writing the title like that made me feel super guilty. But please hear me out before judging too harshly. I, 38F, have 4 kids ages 11 months, 3, 5, and 10. I love them all more than anything. But I'll be the first to admit that our house is constant chaos and it can get very exhausting. My sister, 33F, is child-free, but loves my kids and was happy to watch the older 2 or sometimes 3 to help me keep my sanity. This has been extremely helpful and I tell her all the time how grateful we are for her help. The thing is that the kids used to go over to her house. But right now they couldn't because my sister was fostering an elderly Chihuahua. My sister claims she couldn't have them over for the time being because they would stress out the dog. Her dog was extremely frail and timid, so I think this was a fair assessment. This was the 4th dog she has fostered, all of which couldn't be around my kids. This most recent dog took 8 months to find a home for. But most of her other dogs took even longer. When she told me she found an adopter, I knew I could finally breathe a sigh of relief and joked about how I was so glad she could babysit again. My sister proceeded to tell me that there was a second dog that desperately needed a new foster. So she planned to take in that one as soon as her current dog was gone. So, she couldn't do any more babysitting than she already is. Sometimes she comes over to my house in the morning to help out. I could literally feel my stress levels spike. I haven't ever done this before, but I opened up to her about how much I have been struggling since she got the dog. How little sleep I get each night. How my husband hasn't been helping as much as he should. And some other deeply personal issues that I've been struggling with. Then I asked her, point blank, to not get another dog. She comforted me, but ultimately didn't agree on anything and said she needed some time to think. I know I am asking a lot of her since rescuing dogs is her passion, and that is why I feel so guilty. But I don't have anyone else to help me. I can't afford a babysitter long term. And my friends all have their own kids to look after. Above all, my kids will always come before a dog, and that's the reason I was willing to request it. I've told a few different people about the situation and gotten a wide range of heavily biased opinions. So that's why I decided to come on here and ask you guys. Was this unreasonable? I would never demand her to do this if she didn't want to. But is it really so wrong to just be honest my situation and earnestly ask? Edit. I am grateful for the honesty from people respectfully telling me that what I did was wrong. However, I have also read a lot of horrible assumptions from people as well, and I'd like to clear them up. I am not some careless mother who just keeps popping out children that I can't take care of. My husband is not a deadbeat dad. After our youngest was born, he got severe depression. He isn't out having fun while I'm working 24/7. He is miserable. I went to my sister instead of him for help because I don't want to lose him. I love my kids and I have always made every one of my decisions with what I believe are their best interests in mind. And no, I don't think my sister is obligated to do anything for me. I was asking for help, not demanding it. Edit 2. Insulting my husband doesn't help anyone. Yes, he is in therapy and is on antidepressants. Anyone who has actually dealt with depression would know that that isn't an instant cure-all. Still, my husband does the very best he can. I asked my sister because I needed more help than he can provide right now. This is the update that got deleted. After so much time has passed, I'm still getting messages. So I just want to set the record straight. And no, I would never make up a story like this, and the people who accuse me of such can only be described by words I would not like to use. October 29th, 2022. The mods on our Amethyst hole removed this post, and no people from this post. It is not fake. Yes, I saw this. So I wasn't sure whether or not to update since I received so much genuine hatred on my last post. Not just people giving their opinions, but people calling me a slut, a horrible person, and just some terrible untrue assumptions. But I wanted to update because my life has changed so much since that post, and to thank the few people who messaged me and gave me genuine advice. Even if I didn't respond, I read it. Also, my sister actually did find my post because it was on a TikTok makeup video. She asked why I would ever post on a dumb fake drama site. I actually did take the good advice to heart though, so I had to disagree with her. So 2 days after posting on Reddit, I asked my husband for a divorce. He was very upset, but said he saw it coming. After we got divorced, he wasn't well enough to watch our kids on his own. So I received full custody. My sister did decide to foster the dog because it would have been put down otherwise. And my ex-husband needed a companion, so he actually ended up adopting that Chihuahua later. He was really improving for a bit, but then he got into a plane crash and passed away. I still don't know how to process that. I'm just moving on day by day now. I've used some community resources to help with my kids. I still ask my sister for help sometimes though. I think things will improve despite the tragedy. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story, even if you commented something negative. AITA for asking my sister to rehome her dog because he used to belong to my ex-husband. October 30th, 2022. So I, 39F, am a mother to 5 beautiful children who I love dearly. Quite a few months ago, their father and I got a divorce. The reason was very complicated and I can't go out into detail. But to put it simply, he was suffering from horrible mental health issues. He told me things that most people couldn't even fathom. I knew that I had to let him go to let him get help. After we had divorced, my husband decided to adopt an elderly Chihuahua that my sister had been fostering. The Chihuahua was like a therapy dog for him, and I actually saw his mental health start to improve. He was so well that he went on vacation. Unfortunately, during that vacation my husband passed away in a tragic accident. Just a month later, I found out that I was pregnant. The Chihuahua who my ex had adopted went back to be fostered by my sister again. To be quite honest, I had trouble going into my sister's home because that dog reminded me of so much inner turmoil and trauma. At first, I tried to just avoid the dog when I came in to ask for things. But then it came to a head when my sister suggested that I name my unborn baby after the Chihuahua. At that point I lost it and blew up at her. I snapped that I didn't want to see or hear about the Chihuahua anymore. She seemed taken aback and replied that she was only joking because the dog's name is Tony. To this I unfortunately said a few things I regret. Then I asked her, point blank, if she could just find another foster for the Chihuahua. I am okay with her fostering dogs, just not the one my ex-husband owned before he died. My sister told me that I am being unreasonable, but most of our family is on my side. So, am I the asshole? Reminder, I am not the original poster. A plane crash? Come on. He got into a plane crash and passed away. LMAO, I love the bluntness of it and how even Op can't be bothered with this story anymore, so she just drops that in. He was really improving for a bit, but then he got into a plane crash and passed away. Sure, Jan. What an authentic, totally true story. This seems to have a lot of the BORU bingo squares checked off. The post-divorce pre-dead husband baby is totally unreal to me. Also, lady, you already have 4 kids that you can't take care of. There's a thing called birth control. Ever heard of birth control? If you needed a babysitter so badly before, why wouldn't you try to prevent adding to the stress? I see Oop still expects her sister's life to revolve around Oop. A divorce with 4 kids in less than 6 months. Tell me more. I don't keep popping out babies, proceeds to keep popping out babies. Oop is really annoying. That's as civil as I can be to someone being entitled to another person's time. Also cause dogs. I like them. First post. Normal drama. No, I'm not going to divorce my husband. Updates. I immediately divorced my husband. He adopted the Chihuahua. He died in a plane crash and now I'm pregnant with someone's baby. All in the space of 7 months. The plane crash made me laugh. Yes, because it is completely normal for planes to crash. Should have left it at original AITA post. I believe that this is a little much. A divorce with a pregnancy and 4 children that was wrapped up in less than 6 months. I'm okay with her fostering dogs. Like it's something she's allowing her sister to do. And for someone who defended herself saying she wasn't just popping out kids she couldn't care for. Here she is popping out another while still demanding her sister do what she wants, not what she wants. God, this woman just doesn't get it, does she? I'm not irresponsible popping out kids. Proceeds to get pregnant around the time of divorce, knowing she couldn't handle the brood she already had. I'm guessing the husband's lessening depression wasn't purely from getting an elderly dog. Then the Chihuahua started going out with these really quiet people every Saturday night. Has to be Mormon. Oops, sounds so miserable with children, but apparently is just gonna keep popping them out like it's her job. Just pumping them out as quick as possible. Eh? What are the odds the sister started fostering dogs just to have a reason to stop being a free babysitter?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.